Well, we are now getting visuals of the dumper which was allegedly used by the mining mafia to kill DSP Surendra Singh Bishnoi. Remember earlier the Haryana police arrested the truck driver allegedly behind the murder of the DSP in the Noon district. So those are the visuals. In fact, the dumper that was used to mow down the DSP who was mowed down yesterday, Tuesday that is. DSP Surendra Singh, who was run over, top officer, was killed by the mining mafia. Remember, the cop was due for retirement and he was set to retire this year itself. Amandeep is tracking all the latest on that. Amandeep, if you could help us with the latest into the probe into the killing of the DSP who was killed in broad daylight yesterday.
Well, Samiksha, the police have arrested one person, Ikar Singh, who was a cleaner of this dumper, and in fact the driver is still on the run. Total, during the course of investigation, the police has figured out that total there are 3 persons who have allegedly mowed down the DSP on duty who was trying to intercept the illegal mining in New area. And in fact, even in a very mild exchange of fire yesterday evening, a car was arrested who was a cleaner of this dumper, and in fact 2 of them managed to flee from the spot. And now police have constituted several teams and they are carrying out the search and raids against this, and in fact very soon they have ensured the family members as well that very soon these all criminals will be behind the bars, just because this is a very deep rooted conspiracy, Samiksha. This is the jurisdiction of the investigation is not stick to arrest the driver, the cleaner and the supporter of this dumper. Basically, the investigation is leading to expose the nexus of the mining mafia that was happening in New area, just because there might be some kind of big players behind this, and they were the driving forces to these driver, cleaner and this dumper who were carrying this dumper for the illegal mining.
All right.
So in a very short notice, when the DSP got the information, he tried to intercept, and even the confidence level of these accused, these mining mafia, is that they have run over the DSP without any kind of threat or scare and without any respect to the law or the uniform. So this kind of confidence from where they are getting. Now the police is trying to investigate that point.
All right. All right. Amandeep, thank you so much for the moment. We'll keep coming back to you as you track the latest on the story. News in brief, Prime Minister Modi is all set to interact with the Indian contingent bound for the Commonwealth Games 2022 at 10 a.m. today. By video conferencing, the interaction by the Prime Minister is a part of his continuous endeavour to motivate athletes ahead of their participation in major sporting events. 21st batch of Amarnath Yatra pilgrims have left for Kashmir Valley for Bhagwati Nagar base camp in Jammu. Nearly 4,355 pilgrims left for the Yatra. After a gap of 20 years, farming activity has resumed ahead of the fence on the international border in Katwa's Harinagar district post ceasefire agreement between India and Pakistan. Earlier, the area remained unattended by border residents due to frequent ceasefire violations by Pakistan.
समय होता है बरसात वाला जिसमें वृक्षारोपण किया जाता है। आज बॉर्डर पे आके हमने उस चीज़ की शुरुआत की है पूरे ज़िले में भी और पूरे जम्मू कश्मीर में। इस समय अभियान के रूप में इसको किया जा रहा है। 15 अगस्त तक ये अभियान जारी रहेगा। कोशिश वही है कि जिन क्षेत्रों में वृक्षारोपण की आवश्यकता है वहाँ वृक्ष लगाए जाएँ। वृक्षों से हमें ऊर्जा मिलती है, वृक्षों से ऑक्सीजन मिलती है, वृक्ष जमीन को बांध के रखते हैं और बहुत सारे फायदे वृक्ष हमको देते हैं। तो प्रयास वही है कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वृक्षारोपण करें और हरियाली फैलाएं।
ED has summoned again Shiv Sena MP SANJAY RAUT in a money laundering case linked to Mumbai's Chawl redevelopment project. Shiv Sena MP SANJAY RAUT has been asked to report to the ED office at 11 a.m. today. The High Commission of India in Colombo has alerted Indian nationals in Sri Lanka, requesting them to be aware of the latest developments in the economically hit country. The High Commission has further urged the Indian nationals to plan their movement and reach out to them in case of emergency. A very short break. On the other side, it's day 3 of monsoon session, and from misinformed Agnipath protest to GST implementation, opposition to rake up a plethora of issues. UDDHAV versus Shinde war in top court. Now it's a battle for the SENA leadership.